Welcome to part 2 of Webex session related to online examinations. As I already told you that I have created 2 videos related to online examination features of Webex. In part 1, I have presented various features of Webex associated with online objective as well as subjective assessment. I hope you must have watched first part and found it useful for setting question paper and online assessment. In first part, I also demonstrated how the student will get the result on email automatically through Webex and how to tabulate the exam result in Excel. Now, in this second part, I will show you how you can conduct the test during your live online Webex session and also how the students will connect to online test. So in first part, we have already set the question paper and saved it in test library. So we will use same paper to conduct this exam. So in the second part, I will be talking about how to schedule a test in Webex using training option, how to specify delivery options such as the test date and time limit, etc., how to start the test, how the student can join the test, how the student can submit the test, how to check attentiveness of students during the test, how to increase the time limit during the test if required, and at the last, how to end the test. So let us start. So first of all, I will explain you how to schedule the test using training option. So for that, first of all, we have to log into the Webex account using sign in option. Now I have logged in into my Webex account. Now first we will see how to schedule the test using training option. So for that, first of all, click on classic view, click on training, Webex training, and then select this schedule training. Once you click on schedule training, you will get this page. First of all, you have to write whatever fields are required. So you have to write the topic name. So you can type the topic name. So I have typed here CU701 class test 1. Now you need to change this password. Keep some simple password and you have to share this password to your students. Uncheck this. Then scroll down. Uncheck this also. Then entry and exit tone. If you don't want entry and exit tone, then you can select this no tone. After that, you have to select the starting time and starting date and time. Now I have selected some date and time for demonstration purpose. After that, keep as it is. Here you have to write estimated duration. Suppose if you want to conduct the test for say 1 hour, then you should keep this time at least 1.5 hours, so that if you want to increase the time during the test due to any reason, you can increase it. Then scroll down, go to this registration, check this box, require attendee registration, customize form. So here you should create the registration form, whatever field you require. So here I am selecting, this is already there, first name, last name and email ID. I want one more field here, student's ID. So I will click on text box and then here I will write student's ID and then click on the save button. Then click on OK. So this is how you can customize your registration form. After that, you have to click this automatically approve all registration requests. So click on this. If you select not to automatically approve registration request, you must manually approve each attendee's registration request before they can join the session. So this is not convenient for us. So therefore click on this. Then this is optional. Leave it. Registration password. It is not required. Then this field is required. Remember, maximum registration allowed. So you have to type some value here. What are the maximum registration allowed? After that, just scroll down and directly you can go to add test. So here click on this add test. You will get this page. You can see whatever test you have already created using test library. So I will select one test, class test 1, and then next. Once you click next, you will get this test delivery option. So here test title class test 1, then delivery method, start this test within a live session. So keep as it is. Then time limit. So there are two options, no time limit, and if you want to specify the time limit, you can specify here 60 minutes. Then email attendees, scoring and grading report. So if you click on this, the student will get the email automatically. Then here attempt limit, allow attendees to take the test. How many times the attendee can take this test? So I will keep 1. Then click on this save. So this is how we can set the test delivery option. Here we have to set time, click on this and then attempt limit. So save this. Once you save this, you have to click on this schedule. Once you click on schedule, before this you can see that this test is now added here, class test 1 in session and not started. So this is the current status of this test. So you have to next click on schedule. So once you click on the schedule button, you will get this session information page. So in this session information page, you have to click on this session information. So let us see how is this page. So click on session information. So on this page, you will see here session number and password. So this is very important. You have to share this session number and password to your students. So using this session number only, the student will join the test. So this is how we can schedule the test. Now suppose I have scheduled the test and now I want to conduct this test in my live session. So let us see how to conduct the test in live session. Now whenever you want to start your test, then first of all you have to log in into your Webex account. Then click on My Webex. Click on My Meetings. You can see the test which is scheduled here. Check this box and then start this. Suppose you want to see the event number. In case you forget the event number and now you want to share the event number to student so that the student can join your test. So for that, you can select this topic name. Once you select on topic name, you can see the session information page. So you can see the session number from here. So now we will start the test by clicking here and select this start button. So once you click on this start button, you will see this page where you can see the topic name, class test 1. Click on this. Then you can see here at the bottom, I will maximize this. At the bottom, you can see class test 1 not started. So you have to select this class test 1 and now you have to start this test before the student join this test, or student can also join the test and then you can click on this start test. So let us click on this. Here it is written that not started. Not started. So here you have to click on launch for all. So click on this launch for all. So once you click on this, you will get this page, manage test. So ask your student to join the test using session number and password which you have already provided to your student. Now unless you click on this start test, the test will not start. So first of all, your status is not started. So you have to click on this start test. So suppose if you want to edit your test at this point, then you can click on this edit test. You can change the questions, you can change the marks, whatever you want to do. You can edit the test here also. So you can now start the test. Once you click on start test button, you can see the status started. And now the test is available to your students. You can click on this refresh status. So once you click on refresh status, you can see here what is the time remaining. Now suppose you want to increase the time limit. Here is the tab where you can increase the time limit if required. So this is how we can start the test. Now students are attending the test and we will see how the student will join the test. Before that, let me tell you that once you start the test, you will get the information at two tabs. Here you will get your online session page, and here at the bottom you will get the status of your current test. So by switching in between this online test session and status page, you can select whatever you want to see, like this. Now we will see how the student will join this test. We have already shared the session number and the password to the students. So student can go to Cisco Webex page and then type this session number and click on join. Once they click on join, this page will appear session password. So here students have to type the password. Once they type the password, click on OK. So if they click on OK, they will get this page where there is the information of that session. So they have to register on this page. The registration tab is available at the bottom. So they have to scroll down on this page. So if they scroll down, they will get registration tab here. So they have to click to this register option here and then Once they click on register, they will get this registration page. So on this registration page, they have to write their first name, last name, email address, and student's ID. So they can register using this registration page. Once they register, they will get this confirmation page, registration confirmed. Thank you for registering. So this page will appear on their screen. Then they have to scroll down. They will get this tab, join now. So once they click on join now, they will get the page containing class test. So on this page, what they have to do, they have to click on this class test 1, which is already started. So they have to click on this class test 1 and then click on this launch. Here there is launch written. So they have to click on launch. Once they click on launch, this page will appear where there are questions of test and they have to solve this test now. They can see the time and they can also see what is the time remaining here. So now student can start solving the test. So this is multiple choice question. In multiple choice question, these answers have round shape here, circles. Then this is essay type question where student can type their answer. Student can see the time remaining here. Then this is multiple answer type question where student can select multiple answers. So like this, student can solve this paper, and after that, once he complete this test, they can click on submit test. Once they click on submit test, they will get this page, submit test class test 1. Are you sure you want to submit the test? So they have two options here, return to questions or submit the test. So they can choose any option. Now suppose they choose this submit test. So if they click on submit test, they will get the message that test submitted. Your test has been submitted to the instructor. Now, if the test is only on MCQ type question, then student can directly get their marks immediately on their email. But since this test has essay type question, they will get this message. The instructor needs to manually score your test. You can visit the session information page later to see whether it has been completely scored. So once you assess this test paper, then only the student can see his marks on the mail. The mail is directly sent by Webex to the student. Now during the test, if you click on this Webex sign, you can see the attentiveness of the, you can check attentiveness of the student. If you can see the red mark, red exclamation mark in front of student's name, that means the student is using some other screen. So you can unmute that student and you can have the dialogue with that student, instruct that student. So this is how we can check whether the student is attentive or not. So you can always check for this red color exclamation mark. So this is how to check the attentiveness of the students. Now during the test, if you want to increase the time limit, you can always increase the time limit using this tab. And you keep on refreshing this refresh status. You can see here, this is just a demonstration purpose. You can see here the current status, how many students have submitted their test, how many students have started the test but not yet finished the test. And if it is MCQ type question, then you can also see how many students have scored, means how many students got the email related to their score. So this is how you can check the status of the students. Once all the students submit their test, You can end the test using this file option, file and end training session, or you can just click on this cross to end this training session. Now once you finish the test, I already explained in first part how to check the test papers. For that you have to go to my Webex, then my meetings, and then select here the date on which you have conducted the test. Then click on this show past meetings. You can see the test. Click on that topic name. You can see this session information page. Then click on this score and report. Once you click on this score and report, you can see the list of the students who have submitted the test. If you click on the name of the student, you can check the paper. You can view the paper and you can check only the essay type questions. MCQ type questions are already checked by Webex. And then once you check all the paper, you can always export the result. You will get CSV file which you can open in your Excel format. So this is how you can conduct the exam during live online session using Webex. So I hope this video will help you in conducting online examinations using Webex platform. Please share and like this video if you find it useful. So stay connected. Thank you for watching this video.